So, first, why is it so hard to keep myself over in the corner there? Let's move that over one. Interesting lighting, right? So first, officially, welcome back to Film-Studio-Taku-in-Japan. It has been a while. Ironically, I've been making more content than ever. I just haven't had time to edit it, let alone post it. So basically, if I'm not posting, the irony is I'm actually usually doing more content. When I'm posting regularly, especially if it's from my home studio, I'm usually not doing that much, and that's why I'm doing that. So I have a lot coming in time here. Basically what's happened is I've actually started getting a lot more paid work than I was expecting to this time of year. Not the kind of paid work I was expecting to for the most part. It's actually been split between photography work and videography work, which I hadn't done for a long time. A good friend of mine sort of pulled me back into that unexpectedly, and it's really been a pleasure, and I'll be posting some of that content in the near future too. But I'm here today, Sakuragicho. Let's see, technically Bashimichi I think right now, but that's Sakuragicho right behind me. And Minato Mirai. It's cold, if you can't tell. I have my down, I have a hat, I have my sweater. I should zip up more, but it's nice. It's a really nice night, and I literally have RGB. I'm not going to flip it around because it'll probably blow out the sensor. I literally have, start from this RG. I can't mirror for shit. R G still one more time. R G and B lighting. Watch, we can even do it like this. R G B lighting in front of me, and I've only seen it once. Like, this would make no sense except for just one time I was on the other side of the river here, and the party boats that go by here, like people do these like karaoke little tours of the harbor. One of them was stopped right over there, and right here there was all these dancers doing this kind of like almost ninja-like dancing. It was really beautiful and amazing, and I have some video. Let's see if I can find that clip right here. Probably not, because I'm probably just going to post this right away, but it'll come. It'll come. I think what I'm going to be doing right now is I'm going to start condensing some of the content into like best of type videos. Turning away a little bit from the RGB, back to the backdrop of Landmark Tower back there. Yeah, so this is one of those videos for anyone like waiting for, ooh, what's he got here? Some camera information? Not really. I'll tell you, I'm filming in my little Nikon Z50, but I'm going to take it down a tone for special members in the audience. What's up? So yeah, you know, I don't talk much about myself. There's quite a few reasons for that. Most of it is boring. The other stuff would blow most people's minds. So, you know, I just want you to enjoy the scenery and know that content is coming, and that I have a little side story here, not about me really. This skyline here is likely going to be the last unobstructed skyline in this area from most viewpoints other than the ocean, and it's really sad, and I just want to touch base on it because basically you've seen some of my videos, and you're going to see a lot more actually coming, some time lapses and stuff from a certain vantage point. It's kind of near where I work. It's basically the best viewpoint from here. There's a couple different points. They're very close to each other. There's a hotel that used to not be there. It's like splitting the 2 points. It used to be completely unobstructed. And when I first came here 12 years ago, this whole area in general was way more open, and that's what I really liked about it. It's not like Tokyo. This part of Yokohama is very wide open. You have these beautiful views of big buildings, but they're not jammed together. But what's happened in the last 2 or 3 months is they started building first one and then the other that are literally filling in both of those gaps where you actually can still see that. And very soon you're basically gonna have to be in a building. And I think at least one of them is probably like an apartment building, so good luck there. You're gonna have to be in a building to get those views. You're not gonna be able to get them like you could, and it's really a shame. You know, there's bigger travesties in the world. There's bigger causes to fight, don't get me wrong. And if you watch my channel, you know I'm much more about nature, and the only reason I'm here is because of work. I generally avoid the city, but this is like one of those like, it's nice over here because you do have a sense of space, which I appreciated. Being from the northwest of the United States, we're surrounded by trees, but we can always find a viewpoint and really get that space. But it's gonna disappear. And so what I want to say to you is that I'm not asking you to fight a fight here. I mean, maybe you want to send a letter to city planners of Minato Mirai, Sakuragicho, and Bashimichi and tell them, you fucker nuts, what are you doing? You're fucking up a nice little view. But if nothing else, come and enjoy it. I usually don't say come to Japan because actually there's too many foreigners here, but me being one of them, but in general. But if you want to come and enjoy this space before it's done, I'd say now's the time. But on the side note, like, why is it's sort of a travesty beyond like just losing that space? It's a mental state of mind. You'll notice people around here are more relaxed, a little bit they don't have that. It's like East Coast, West Coast. I'm sorry, East Coast people, but you know, you guys come to the Northwest sometime and a lot of you can't handle it because you don't know why we're all so mellow. You think we have a angle we're trying to work, but we're not. It's just that, okay, you know, I don't know how to tiptoe around it. It's free range versus caged. Okay, when your city is just wall-to-wall buildings just crammed together, there's a feeling of being caged in. Versus when you have open spaces, you don't have that feeling as much. I still feel much better. Ironically, if I'm surrounded by trees, I feel like I have more space because I know that that's just nature. That's the nerves of the earth, and that I'm, you know, completely connected with it. Where this is more like the earth has been upheaved and melted down and built into all this stuff. And you know, I understand the beauty of the architecture, but at the same time, I understand the ugliness of it. So I'll probably end there. I really didn't know exactly what I was going to say when I said this, but I just wanted to say, like, I'm sure it's not just here. It's an overbuilding Earth problem. I know it's not just here. And I think that, you know, if you can, fight it. But if not, if nothing else, just, like, appreciate these spaces while they last, because they're disappearing fast. And, you know, ironically, there's not very many parks. And that's actually another issue here, is, like, those two spaces. I've talked with coworkers, too, that have children, and, like, it's like, there's no swings. I don't like swings, actually, by the way. Another weird randomness. I don't like swings. I get dizzy on them. But children love swings. They love parks. There's nothing. This is such a huge, wealthy area. I've never seen an actual park for the children to play in. Because greed takes over. It's like, oh, we could build something and make money there, rather than giving the children a little space to play. So, I don't know if that's an ending note, but I'm going to end it there. So thank you for watching Film-Studio-Taku-in-Japan. If you're just waiting for more cute girl videos, they're coming. I've been doing a lot of street modeling type photos and videos. If you're waiting for more nature stuff, it's coming as well. I'm getting back into that now, finally. I'm sort of trying to find a new balance. I started working semi-full-time, not really, but we'll say semi-full-time last year. Enough so that it threw off my balance. I mean, I basically was just for 3 years doing only nature. Only nature. I had that freedom. During COVID, everybody else was locked up. I had the luxury of being very close to some nature parks and having a bicycle. And just doing that with my Nikon Z6 and then the Fuji X GFX 100S. So anyways, whatever. This is the ending point. Like it or not. I love y'all. I hope you keep it real, and peace. Take care.